What's up, guys? It's Elijah from Moonlight Gaming, and today we're playing some more Final Fantasy 14. I'm just making sure my stream is working. When last you saw Master Raleigh, who's advising his guardians on their airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloud Top. Failing that, we could try the airship. Maybe even the skies to manufacture. Let's not waste time searching, and we'll send one they see is return over to find the questions to determine. We've seen the obvious choice, but there's no obvious choice that there's no guaranteeing you ability to grant us an audience at such short notice. I have it, Count. His youngest son, Prime Cell, knowing all the holy seas, juicy's right. So let's return to man and see if order and we'll about. The hero turns how goes the fight a little bit. Oh, well, trust him. Search the Sid Garland, say then say no more. The cabin's a full dog. The name is said. Silver hair genius. Cropped up morons than the most. Like hero's been tasked getting that monstrous airship, the Holy Sea commissioned to actually fly. So it seems that the plague with mishaps from the first case. Garland works plays. Not for to freaking the airship landing and wager the master does too. The airship landing, yes, I thought as much conveniently. We must find Sid. Trouble for his extra. Aren't you gonna be glad that we're getting a new washer? This is just the astrologers. Eli, Alpha, not how very both, not very well dedicated. Reed's Master God, I'm sure it'll come. It's a little surprising to tell you we haven't given you a favor. Wind barriers, and you say those conjured men in the Enterprise could take you where you need to go, but she would not very well get distracted. She's out for ships, but now that the Dravians will fly rings around her. They took her into their hesitation to raid the rigging. There would be patches a little bit to avoid them. But there must be something we do, some manner of what we could employ. It stands visual at the edge of turning mist, so we do not know how much longer. Alright, I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Big Twitch, time to we gave that toys of yours a proper field test. It's probably the best bet. We'll have to show you, come on, the manufacturer's not far. Our little project just said you're gonna like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off, if you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru, what's
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
I'll be back here. I'm gonna go get the ether currents for that one area.
was nearly lost until Pizza Hut showed up.
Let's see if that's finally able to do the ether currents here.
How do I get down from here? But actually, there's no point in doing this because I can't get all of them until I do familiar faces. General Bond says they may have uncovered the Sultan's whereabouts. He wants you, which I mean to both of you to go to the Waking Stands or may help with the investigation. Commonly pressing the race guards probably may be our presence here will not serve to hasten the man cars completion, but return to the troubled lands of Thailand, filling the way may we can. Todder, if I ever have our friends at the congregation send men suggesting, tell them we have identified a solution to a problem, but they'll take some time to figure out. Distinguished Master Alphinaud. The Waking Sands warrior light his pastime older was delivered from this darkness. I'm going to use this teleport thing and then go back.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Julala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
It lends some weight to Julala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Muriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours? Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends, for Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
Our target is Mir, the Sultan's former lady waiting woman, mid-laner heritage. The two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after this incident, quietly rejoined the dwindling population still was our. I suggest we begin by pushing the market services and confirm that Muriel's still in hiding there. What? There it is. Strike that right there. Nope. There she goes.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden!
It's General Robon.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap 'twould be better coming from me.
Lolorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade, a means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambition. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn, a new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan. I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine.
Apparently the next part of AM5 mother CPUs, the Zen 6, is like a year to year and a half away.
Okay.
So like there's no point in getting the 9800X3D if those are going to be out in a year to year and a half.
With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather
gonna get the
trifling
new
matter
one
to
instead.
disguise my own contribution.
But it's still going to be on the A. It's still going to be on the AM5 platform though.
Yeah.
Probably going to need 1,000 watts though, because I don't think it's going to cut it with the new one.
Yeah. Yep.
They said that they're coming out in like the next year to year and a half. I'll just get whatever the X3D of that
I
generation
secured his
is
services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire.
Yep. No. In the back or front? Really? Wow.
When's
Unlike
Amber's next
you,
appointment?
General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers.
Oh.
Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a
they're gonna do
disgrace to
immediate
your
surgery
homeland,
if they can.
amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes,
Yeah.
an
Whenever the next
overgrown
opening is.
lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table.
It's like a week or two
Oh,
wait.
how we laughed.
I think it was the next day.
Oh. So how are you liking that Final Fantasy game?
Well, I only played a little bit of it because I wanted to make sure everything worked.
Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
Go through your specials. To switch out, your specials, and then you can hit X again to use it. So it's a little different, but it's not bad.
You should try to get depending on how much they are. See if you can find them on eBay. There's the PS1 Final Fantasy games on the PSP. They have FF1, FF2, FF3, and they have
PSP.
all on PSP. They got FF1 through FF9.
That could be interesting. Depends on how old FS1, 2, and 3 are.
Well, those were originally NES or SNES games.
Yeah.
But Final Fantasy VI, the one I want to play the most, is a SNES game that was on PS1.
Yeah, but was it on PSP?
It was on PS1. Yeah, it's on PSP, but oh, that's the PS1 version. Let's see.
But yeah, the controls on the Pirates of the Caribbean is very funky.
Yeah.
Because to move forward, side to side, and back is with that little bitty, dinky little joystick.
Yeah, I heard that thing is awful.
Yeah, and it's like really, really tight. There's like no movement hardly to it. Yeah, I did not like that. Final Fantasy uses the D-pad.
It should.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I don't know about the SOCOM games yet, because I haven't really played it. One of my SOCOM games doesn't work.
It doesn't? Why?
It doesn't want to spin.
Oh. So you gonna take that one back?
Yeah, I gotta take it back if it doesn't work. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't load up. You don't hear it spin or anything. So. And you can kind of lightly hear them spin.
The PS1 versions of the Final Fantasy games aren't that old. They're from the late 90s, early to late 90s. They're just ports to the PSP.
Yeah, they may be kind of rough looking. But I didn't think Final Fantasy VII was that bad.
No,
the Concord. It's the visuals. Yeah, I thought the graphics were not too bad.
That's a PSP game. Those are like the equivalent of a PS2 graphics.
Right.
The cutscenes on PS2 look really good for their time.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think it was too bad. Pirates of the Caribbean, it looked kind of rough. Kind of choppy, like a typical, super old PS2 game.
That doesn't look too bad. You can get, it's an overworld and it's got like dungeon crawling and stuff, but you can get Final Fantasy for the complete collection on Walmart for like $53.59.
What is all that in the complete collection?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I'm gonna get, are you gonna get Dying Light the Beast next month?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Cause I'm gonna get, Lost Soul Aside and, what's it called? Mafia Old Country, so we can play Mafia Old Country.
Oh, does that come out in August?
Yeah, so does the new Dying Light.
Yeah, it's going to be a big toss-up. Too bad none of them come to Game Pass.
Yeah, that is too bad.
Yeah.
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
Alright, Alright, but I'm trying to clean up, so I'm gonna let you go. I'll call you once I'm done cleaning.
Okay.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Bye. Love you.
Bye. Love you, bye.
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
She's got a point.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Uldar shall once more be united under Nanamo Ulnamo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna watch this cutscene first, though. Whatever cutscene is about. Where is he? There he is. Rita. I think it's a Rita moment. I told if I feared Rita's arrival would herald another blood bath, little did I expect he of all people gives me the rose of Sultana. Start this. When I seek this dark chapter and oldest history brought to a close. So we make our way to Olda, should the magic bar follow me as I spin so to admit us. Now I go teleport to the Royal Promenade. The Chamber of Rule, and then I go to take a crap. Okay, now I got. Okay, I'm back playing. I was just looking at my phone. Get out of my way.
I was having the longest dream.
It's time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same." I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves. Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified grand company. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship, and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alfino, proud member of the Scions.
Where's Alvin? Let me see the standing right. And still nowhere for mascot. How's this man a cutter of those new completion? I'm sure they're going to make a full recovery. Yay, and Ulda too. Shell Forge once more. General Bond and Rob Bond and his colonies have matters well in hand, I believe. Thank you, Gary, questioning me. I believe your people have been keeping close watch of Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Zones? I guess, of course, you'll please another 30 and Braves of the Andrews told when they learned of Captain was to be the only blue uniforms to be seen. There now are those worn vessels loyal to you, Master Albanod. Me, I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of them knows which are their oaths. Or we should return to Charlotte must go to the Rising Stones. Thanks these stalwarts for service. This should be my final act. This cuts break from that. Will you join me, Eli? You were there to come to this exception. Just only feeling that you'd be president's hand. And I appreciate the support. let's go to let's go to Lindsay and Minza and go with my squad mission. She's trash. Dang it, the mission. Might as well do this one and the next one. Because I need to do 5 of these anyway. 5-man missions. Done clean?
Yeah.
Apparently the 6,000 series is going to be out by the time I get enough money to even buy the 5,000 series.
Of what? GPU?
Yeah. Because they usually release graphics card every 2 years. And it's been almost a year since the last series came out. It ain't gonna be much better. I'll see how much better the 6070 Ti is than the 5070 Ti, but I'm probably gonna get the 5070 Ti regardless.
Yeah.
It's probably only 15% better. It's probably still only gonna have 60 GB RAM. I can't believe the 5070 only has 12 GB.
Yeah.
People already talk about the 5070 Ti and Super and 5070 and the 5070 Super. No, they probably come out at the end of this year or early next year.
Yeah.
I heard that apparently the 5070 Ti is going to have a 24 GB RAM. With that, I won't have to buy anything.
When there ain't no game in the series.
For like streaming and stuff, like developing and stuff. Don't do any of that shit. Only time I
Games that should be able
the only time I've ever had to edit anything is when I have to take copyright music out of the video.
Yeah.
regular 47 Super. When the 4060 is too weak to play today's games.
I have to get something new then.
Oh.
Well, it ain't gonna be that way anytime soon.
Yeah.
Should have damn. Don't even consider leaving uniform requirements or the recommended.
That's true. I think a PS6 is going to be like the equivalent of like a freaking maybe a 4070 or 47 Super. They're like the 7800 XT. I doubt it'll have the 100. I doubt it'll be the equivalent of a 7900 XTX. That's technically more powerful than the 9070 XT. It has more VRAM.
The new Xbox and the new PlayStation are gonna have AMD.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there's no point in buying them because both of them are gonna be like a damn PC.
Yep.
Especially Xbox.
Marble. same game, it's just not to play the whole thing. It's 318. They come out with like a new update. That's fun to play. Bye, I love you. Died again. This plastic thing. I'm not restarting. I don't want to do this anymore as a fucking mage. I'll do that on my own time tomorrow. Do the first two as a tank. For now, I'm gonna do the main story. I got about an hour, 40 minutes, so I gotta get off. I'm gonna take my meds in 40 minutes. People are trying to cancel Rikishi and Jacob Fatu for saying the N-word in their new song. Apparently, they're not allowed to say that word. Not like they can do anything about it.
Yeah, I know.
Both of them would whoop their ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well, I gotta let you go.
Bye, I love you.
Alright, bye, officer.
Commander, you're alive. Eli too, I knew you'd skate straight through. I slain crystal braves. I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory, salvation, and brought you not but blood and betrayal. But you'll not hear us complaining. Twas a sight mirror messier than expected. Hey, but we was still fighting for the free malt, just like we still already that, right, mates? Aye. You humble me. I'm truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. This is the most profound regrets that I must. That's enough, Commander. We know what you have in mind to say, what you're gonna say, and we ain't having none of it. We talked overseas, and we all agreed you take our uniforms, strip us of rings, but we won't be no less of a company. With the Crystal Braves. Crystal Brave may be finished with the ideals upon which was found live on. They bind us to each other and to you. Commander Alphanat reminds me of some way. May as well gaze till so they have the silence. Let's help you find even and feeling in the others. My friends, after all of this happened, I don't know what to say. Previously, I thought my tooth my grandfather used to say that one can measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. May I by him this exception which proves the rule. May do not protest. I know that I'm not worthy of their loyalty, Eli, but as Sally, I guess my witness, I shall do everything with power to earn it. Excuse me. I must speak of the future plans of the remaining Braves animation we are uncovered on this missing signs will need to be shared for our allies across the realm, specifically Urine J, and the Wiki stands as taught to in short. While we were optimizing our various shows communication, I would ask the call bound master Garland and the manufacturer to join you in the charge. Brooding twin gets to work, what a name. No, no. Thought that was something else. I hadn't told me else you do, I was just gonna send for you, Moon. But this moment completed, the man cast first suggested present that you might have just been so ready to go. While he sees the fish that you might want to pay a visit for the dragon by the name of Edison. Dragon by the name of Edison for you.
Adam Copeland hasn't returned yet.
Two guys sleep with a child. Have you seen this? Check it out. No, you would not. Would you? Tell me no. Okay. Muhammad slept with a 9-year-old in Aisha, his wife. This child, right? You guys heard about Aisha? They'll tell you the same thing over there. Nothing that's going on, right? You guys know, just so that you after reading, we're not lying. So after reading this for myself, I still couldn't believe it. So I brought this question to the group of the moms in person. Anybody get it? She was 6 years old. And yeah, when she turned out 9 years old. I hate to be a buzzkill guy.
I'm outside doing yard working. One of these right here. Tanner, right off the edge. This is it, isn't it, Lord? My time. I don't need your sympathy. I need your assistance. Protect me on my journey towards you. Oh, I prayed many nights. Not for something like this to happen.
You will fulfill your obligations to the Mr. Charles has been keeping by the situation. Once one of these men incurs of Mr. Mascaro's near completion, saw the reason tearing the myth. President Nidhogg seems content to remain in the area plotting his revenge. Might not this be an opportunity to unfold their plans to serve remain to give Captain Dark long enough. Temple Night Guard.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? Fury. You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
He helped take down Bahamut. I don't want to hear your mouth.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Pick freaking mask dolphin is probably here, but had I been less forced, the boy would have been insisted on coming to the area. Do not be blind to this talent. A few more campaigns on his belt, I have no doubt the Alpha will make a fine field commander, but one does not practice on an adversary such as Nikon. We shall be hard pressed enough about the worry of carrying a novice. Mana cutter key. You've tarried along. Let us call upon tarried long enough. Let us call upon Mascaro and take possession of the mana cutters. As soon as you get where you need to go, I tell you these little beauties tear through the wind barrier like cement roll through cottage trees. That, my friends, Scarlet and I weren't scared to you. Yeah, but things come where the lights drove where it waits. How long will it take? Nope, no thanks. I'm not waiting 17 minutes, but I have to do it. I'm gonna have to grind for levels anyway. How long does it take to get in this tank? Five minutes. Okay, I'll do it that way. That was quick. Look at Mortal Visual melted flesh and turning the bones to ash. More of a serpent than a dragon. attack, guys. I don't got Nidhogg's big ass. Nidhogg. He is huge. He looks just like Svelger. Or how he's. I don't want that. I want the... tremble at my fear. Both of us. forgot to accommodate anybody. That was would use my own eye against me. Time has done not to dilute, done nothing to dilute thy kind's providence. I have not forgotten thee, for I did my essence claim thee once and shall do so again.
No worm! This ends here! My people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
My light's coming back. Three came back.
Thank you. I'm not feeding you. You too old for that, sweet. Try it out. How good are you? Make sure you get with garlic sauce. Hey.
Close your f***ing mouth. You are not a sorority girl at a frat party. That is very clearly a fake f***ing baby.
Is this you?
Don't need to hype me up. Do that thing with your eyes. Honey, look. Let me see them lips. To the baby face. Boom, boom, boom. Eyes, lips, face, wait.
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Is this you?
Close your f***ing mouth. You are not a fake baby.
Oh, what the f? Oh, smart. Oh. What the f? No, I had left that there yesterday.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
Put it down, man. God. Hold up. Let me get this shit. You telling me you've been fucking...
But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain.
No, nigga, no. Why are you putting it there? What are you gonna do with it? I don't know, nigga. Eat it? What? I want you to do. Alright, I'm gonna throw it out the window. Hold on, it's a car coming past. That's a car coming past. Come on, man, throw this shit out. I didn't try to do that. That was an accident.
We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
Cool thing about being a content creator full-time is now I can share with... Being a content creator full-time is now I can share with you guys other aspects of my life.
But not in vain, my lord. Kreisvelge is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Cool thing about being a content creator full-time is now I can share with you guys other aspects of my life, not just gaming-related stuff. So here's what's going on. Yesterday I took my wife to the...
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
Netflix needs to fix this. Look at this, y'all. This was not an accident. That sequence of thumbnails, right? That was not... Ooh! That was not an accident. Somebody needs to switch this. I don't know, put another movie in between, maybe like Trading Places or... Yeah, that way now it's like not alone anymore. You're not alone. Fix it. Oh, Netflix needs to...
3 reasons not to buy Circle's viral water.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
This towel can be a straw. What kind of grown man still walks around drinking Squeeze-Its? There's something I didn't know until I was in my 30s.
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
Put your hands up. Oh, God damn it. Lord, have some goddamn sympathy.
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, displaying that Ishgard has no need of a king.
I need a 911. Call the 911. Call the EMS. No, don't do it to me, please. No, God damn it. Oh, shit. Oh, God damn it. Oh, Lord.
But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown.
Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our Lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
I got to it, but check this out. Guys, I did it. There's wasps, I'm pissed. I just took down their nest. You know how I did it? You see this long stick? I whacked it from the inside so they couldn't get me. Look at that. I just whacked it down. And now they are so pissed off. Am I a genius or what? So this is what the nest looked like before.
Only picking 12 players. Who's on your team? 12. The history of the NBA, we're 12 players. Easy.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I'm gonna be LeBron is my point. I'm going MJ at the 2. You at the 3? Come on. Yeah, I'm at the 3. I'm gonna go at the 4. I'm gonna go Kobe at the 3. So Bron, MJ, Cole, myself at the 4. Hakeem Olajuwon at the 5. Oh, wait. But then I gotta say 12. 12, yeah, I was about to say, because you walk over Hawk, over
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
You said this was easy. He said it was easy. 6. I'm gonna go Magic. They got Magic coming off the bench. Steph and Magic in the backcourt. That's a hell of a drink. Is Magic gonna get it to Steph? Yes. Let's see how you going with this. I'm a general manager too. I'm gonna go T-Mac. Dirk all for him too. That Magic Johnson with all them snipers around. Then you got Shaq at the 5. 10. You got 2 more. My 2 more. Don't. Y'all see this?
We only asking for KD's 2 more. We not asking for nobody else 2 more.
Y'all see this?
3-4 then.
KG. That's it. It's over. Okay. That's his 12. You're only picking 12.
Hello?
Forton, Highlander, Dirander, and Zemar.
Oh yeah, heck yeah.
But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
Can you walk?
And what of the throne?
Okay, well, send me your location. I'm coming right now. Yeah, of course, I'm always here. Look, send me your location.
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Look. No. Stay on the phone with me. Stay on the phone with me the entire time, okay? Water. You need some water. And I'm gonna bring you some food too, because you need some grease to soak that alcohol.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
Baby, I'm coming right now, okay, Monkey? I'm gonna put you on speaker, okay? Okay.
You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
LeBron is literally like the dictator of the NBA. He controls the media, he controls his narrative, they go against his agenda.
The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan.
The reason that he got drafted is because of LeBron. The reason JJ Redick is the coach is because of LeBron. I'll tell you this though, no other player wants to go and play with LeBron. You had so many other free agents. Like you got Klay Thompson, you got DeRozan, you
In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van.
To go and play with LeBron is literally like the dictator of the NBA. He controls the media, he controls the narrative.
Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted.
So many other free agents. Like you got Wayne Townsend, you got DeRozan, you got Valanciunas, and then you got many other really good players, and no one wanted to go and play with LeBron. Is literally like the dictator of the NBA. He controls the media, he controls his narrative.
Don't you scroll? Excuse it. What's the holdup on the KD trade? Hey, Golden State.
And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat.
What? Yeah, it's us and the Nets, Hawks, Warriors, Lakers, and Timberwolves.
Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon.
I'm getting KD and Clint Capella. Oh, okay, so Capella was a sign-in trade. Atlanta gets a second-round swap and David Roddy. The Nets get 2 second-rounders. Those were pointless. The Timberwolves get Rocco Zakarski, 2 second-rounders in cash. Now, that's an auto-generated player. Golden State gets Alex Tukey and Jemima Shot. Lakers get Audie Thero. These are not real people. You are actively making these people up. Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks.
A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point.
I was editing, and the audio got corrupted, so I'm so sorry you guys have camera audio. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, tune it up just like that. Yeah. What the fuck? Morning, sunshine. Hey, nigga, back the fuck up. Hell no. Shit, my nigga, I'm just trying to get...
If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull? Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Just like this is what the nest looked like before I got to it, but check this out.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I think it's time I admit I reached the monk status. I done watched this little girl grow up. Literally. And she grew up fast. She was just like this. I'm not. Is it just me or celebrities kids grow up faster than usual? Man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side.
Not breathing till I get a player all time better than Draymond Green. Let's go.
I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to
I gotta
inform
take
the
my
Lord
medicine.
Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
clouds fall and my heart is dead heavy. This name correction please me not when all has been put to rest. I must eat forge my armor anew. Seeing must know the origin of the monsters. I've been the awful and the take her our soul. There remains again to push less trouble the world again and acid and ice. And if ice heart yelling is then all the better would have her hear the truth of Dragon's Wall. Not a true spirit of the dragons carried far. You have slain the call, what more could you desire of this place? Will you not allow our rel scar to more depth forgives? Can the peace spare us for sanctimonious justice? Ice me, we have a gift for the right worm and mystery can no longer life, very late ours. Ice heart dragon song orders all but continue life to claim many of your faults. Takes you time you learn the truth is to gain the whole truth that we made it last week. Bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn warrior of light. Impenitent mortals ever seeking burial wrongs are new. This sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Seeing thou hast come from the secret eye on the blind Nidhogg that yields one half of my strength. Nidhogg would befallen thee. You are done by coveting numbers to take last Oscar's eyes and glut their appetites on their essence. She is slain in one mass, has not made our peaceful accord. Did I not warn people of rude brother they have ever been have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived listeners. But thou wert enchanted by thy immortal maid, thy folly cost scar her life and me on eyes. Above my beloved sheep house will be like I may be filled by their appetites. Her rail scar, twas thy blindness. That didn't invite disaster to us, right? The enemy, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg. They best me once, but I was reckless, I shall not. Blessing allotted to inflict during her on every child of the line. Yield to me thy strength, bird brother. Adventure's begun. Thou hast one was to see from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my bird brother did appear before me, blatant light, his life was all but spent. He began to have my vigor that he might exact his repentance among those who wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
What you know about love? I don't know. Don't ask me what I know about it. You think I brought you over here and let you bring your girlfriend for you to do it with it in these daggone people hot tub? This ain't my house, man. And even if it was, that's nasty. Come on, OG. You were my age before. Well, when I was your age, I wasn't doing it in a hot tub. I had a little more respect. So why you got so many kids? Oh, you out of line now. I got so many kids. You one of them. Now, let me tell you something, young man. That's nasty. That's disrespectful. Your siblings are here. Your mama's here. And I thought it was some dang
some dang cats and animals wrestling out here. No, it's you. And Miss Betty Boo out here popping and getting it on.
The peace my beloved so dearly desired and been shattered by our own kin. The such a claim my bruises white, my brood bars risen. Take us down my fistic indignation and these remorse.
If you gotta sneak and do it,
I'm fine.
Come world, take your own real past, please place the present here spells not but misery.
don't worry about my team. Then you shouldn't be doing it. Man, I thought you was cool. Supposed to be cool. Not with that, son. Not with that. Did you want protection? Well, at least I stopped you before you finished, because you'd have a dang old baby on the way. Son, protect yourself. And if she out here letting you do it out here in the dang old pool, you need to protect yourself from a lot more than that, because ain't no telling who else she out here letting do it in the hot tub. But never let me kiss a mess like that again. Tomorrow, you need to take her home. Vacation over. Hey, no.
Were it not for Sheba's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share every weekend.
It does matter. Even though men can't change that. So we're gonna measure your waist. Does height matter?
Hey man, why do OLEDs suck for gaming?
Take it back.
No.
Then at least explain yourself.
I just spent $300 and this thing sucks.
Jared, why does it suck?
It says 360 hertz FreeSync, but I'm getting screen tearing and it feels sluggish.
Jared, did you set your refresh rate to 360 hertz?
Well, yeah, obviously.
And then what happened?
Well, I didn't have time to play until the weekend, so I turned it off.
Fast forward, Jared, the people are getting bored. Here's some Subway servers until Jared gets to the point.
Then I played some Rivals and I was getting screen tearing, which is really weird because it's a FreeSync and it's supposed to fix that.
Open NVIDIA control panel.
I swear I said this to 360 hertz.
Jared, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Can I have the extra DisplayPort cable that came with the monitor?
Oh, yeah, sure. Here you go.
Jared, you're supposed to use the new cable, not the old one.
Why?
There's no reliable way to know what gen display cable you have. You should always use the newest one that you have available.
Hey man, why do OLEDs?
All right, everyone, listen up. We got big things ahead of us. Yes, coming up with a fifth ring. No, the WNBA draft is tonight. Why you gotta keep pushing the WNBA on everyone? Making us pretend to care, Adam? Because we need it to make money. It's never gonna make any money. They can't dunk and they doink layups. They you in the play-in for doinking a layup, and we might just boycott next season. That would be awesome, Angel. You hear that, everyone? We don't have to pretend to care anymore. Let's get back to the playoffs. All right, everyone, listen up. We got big things ahead of us. Yeah, the playoffs are coming up, and I'm about to win my fifth ring. No, the WNBA draft is tonight.
Magic Johnson is the greatest Laker of all time.
How is Magic the greatest Laker of all time, and he wasn't even the greatest Laker on his team? That's Kareem. Kareem was first all time in Lakers points, first in rebounds, first in blocks, first in field goals made. And he had an unstoppable move in the sky hook. Has one more championship because he has 6, Magic has 5, and he has 3 more MVPs. Okay. We haven't even got to Kobe yet.
I give you every point you made about points and about rebounds and about blocks and about sky hooks and all that is sensational. But there's a missing ingredient called leadership, charisma, whatever that greatest intangible is that Magic had greater than anybody this side of Jordan.
Yeah, would he have one rookie
without Kareem?
Without Kareem, Kareem was averaging 33 points that series before he got injured in Game 6.
Wherever he would have gone, I just think he would have been Rookie of the Year. But he was the perfect fit, the perfect.
Well, that'll be all for today.
A super team, right? Yeah, it was Showtime, and they had Big Game James, obviously, and they had Byron, and they had Michael Cooper guarding the way nobody could guard on the perimeter. I give you all that. But it gelled around the new son, S-U-N, who was Magic, right?
Right.
And he lifted them into, 9 finals, okay? Yeah. And he is the driving force. Kareem wasn't. Kareem was really more of a Robin, but you can make a case he was the greatest Robin of all time.
Right.